Mihai's looking worse, and daughter's here to help him out. They're sisters, 15 and 10. Combat, so we could use his physiological data to improve the drones, had always taken a toll on Mihai's body. But today, he was really showing his age. The drones we based on his data were being taken down at a faster rate now, compared to when the war began. When Mihai found that out, he insisted on flying to the front lines to see it for himself. Sometimes he could be so stubborn. His age wasn't the only thing affecting his health. Over the years, flying at high altitudes for prolonged stretches of time had ravaged and poisoned his body. But he was a man of grit. Today, after 28 years, he saw combat again. If his flight suit still wasn't good enough to protect him, I can't imagine how many Gs he hit today during the battle. As a pilot, he exceeds all our expectations. It's going to take a bit more tweaking before our drones can match his skill.
How penal is this penal unit, you ask? This place is a shithole. If you took the stink of all the corruption in the world, then corralled it all in one place, that would give you a pretty good idea of what the air smells like around here. We got all kinds of critters, too. Everything from flea-ridden guards, rabid dogs, and a mechanic doing a stretch for life. I can't forget the rats. Yeah, we got those. And some pilots who got their wings clipped, too. One's a great pilot, but a lousy thief. One's a gambler with no luck. And one's an anarchist with no balls. Their job here was to rev the engines on the fake runways. The idea was for Erusia's spy satellite to pick up the heat sig. Even though there weren't any real fighters here, it looked like it on their infrared. I bet you're wondering, how come they still have a spy satellite? Because someone over there was smart enough to train a bunch of computer nerds to hack into half of Osia's satellites. That's how come. Every now and again, I'd try to bust out. And every single time, those damn dogs would drag me right back. When I was in my cell, I'd hear this voice coming from the guards room. It was the Erusian princess rallying her people on the Erusian national broadcast. All us prisoners had become big fans of hers. You want to hear something funny? The guards were big fans too. I swear to God, every time she was on the air, they'd turn up the volume on the radio and sit there listening. I could see how someone like her could win the hearts and minds of soldiers and workers alike. When the princess said something, you could tell she meant every word. Lately, she'd been having more fun with her speeches, and that made her seem even more charming. You could say her charm was like a virus. Whenever she'd point out stuff that was wrong with Osia, the prisoners in here went nuts. Hell, if anyone knew how messed up Osia was, it was the prisoners. They'd shout, "Burn Osia down." No way am I just gonna sit here and rot away in this hellhole. Dark blue. Instead of building fake-ass planes to trick Erusia, I'm gonna build one that'll really take off. You can count on that.
As proved by the failure of our previous strategy, the Arsenal birds have bolstered the enemy's anti-air network. This will be difficult to overcome. However, we still need to get swiftly to the space elevator no matter what it takes. Someone there is counting on us. The hero of the Circum-Pacific War and the man who spearheaded the construction of the space elevator. Osia's former president, Mr. Harling. Mr. Harling was inspecting the elevator when the war broke out. He's been classified as missing since the elevator was taken over by the Erusian forces. However, according to the latest intel, a military officer accompanying Mr. Harling hid him inside the facility. Both are waiting for a chance to escape. Enemy anti-air radar network has been set up around the space elevator. It's likely a large squadron would be detected. We will send a single aircraft through the network and send in a rescue team soon after. A number of anti-air radars have been set up around the space elevator. However, our reconnaissance suggests their network is weakest along the southeastern coast of Selatapura, so we can elude the enemy's observation. There are a lot of rain clouds this time of year. Flying through the clouds will enable us to stay hidden from their radar. If you happen to be detected by their radar, we will be forced to abort the mission. The lone pilot will head up this strategy as you, Trigger. After you bust through, secure the rescue craft's landing zone by taking out the anti-air weapons. Gollum and others will arrive shortly for support. Provide escort for Mr. Harling's craft after rendezvous. Good luck out there, everyone.
Aircraft preparations complete. Sortie ASAP.
Entering operation area. Imposing radio silence. We'll radio you, but you are not permitted to make contact.
If you're spotted, the mission is over. Stay out of enemy radar. Use of weaponry is also strictly forbidden. Okay, you're heading up the Harling rescue mission. The success of this mission depends on you. Good luck. Mage 2's in the clouds. way to the rendezvous point. Good job, but stay focused.
No problem. Situation normal. No change. RTV, going home.
Trigger, you got two directions you can take up here. Just go with your gut. Don't worry, we're watching over you. Entering clouds. You're making good progress, Trigger. You're currently halfway to your rendezvous point. Look, I'm not gonna lie. It's just gonna be you and your radar out there. Just know, you got a bunch of people pulling for you. And I'm one of them.
Situation normal. Nothing sighted. We're on high alert. Send up interceptors on the double. We're watching. It's probably just a bug.
You're 3/4 of the way. Been a long fight, but you're nearly home. Harling is still the president in my eyes. He ended the war, built the space elevator, and launched a spaceship from it. Despite his success, he remained a humble hero. I'll do my best to save him. Lend me a hand, Trigger. Rendezvous point dead ahead. Hang in there.
Are we under attack? No change. Titan on launch. Status report. How can anything slip through our anti-air radar net? Increasing alert.
Careful of ice formation in the clouds.
Situation report. Something's happening. Nothing to report here. Everything's quiet.
Trigger, the first stage of the mission is clear. Don't celebrate yet. The real fight's about to get started. Radio silence is now lifted. The auxiliary craft will be arriving shortly. Destroy the anti-air around the space elevator. We're securing Sea Goblin's landing zone.
Missile. Missile. Missile.
Page 2, Fox 2.
Caution, missile. Missile.
Anti-air gun destroyed.
Missile. 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 Missile.
Mage 2, missile!
Missile. Missile.
Trigger, sorry about the wait. Cavalry's here. Column Squadron.
Missile.
Trigger, jump through the fire. Now it's our turn. Understood.
Gargoyle Squadron, stay focused. You all know your job.
Missile.
All aircraft, eliminate the enemy before they can respond. Mage 2, target destroyed. Sea Goblin will arrive shortly. Eliminate hostile anti-air before that.
Missile.
Half of the SAM sites are down.
Missile. Missile.
This is Sea Goblin. We arrived. Do we have a clear LC?
Caution.
Mission still in progress. Stand by. Mage 2, target down. Mage 2, rescue team can't land until anti-air weapons are down. Destroy them.
Pull up.
Target destroyed.
Caution.
Mage 2, walking.
Missile. Missile.
Half of the anti-air guns down.
Phase 2, magnificent.
All SAM sites down.
Caution.
There are still AA guns. Destroy them and secure the LZ. All anti-air guns destroyed.
Pull up.
The landing zone is secure. Sea Goblin, you are clear to land.
Roger. On in sight. We're almost there.
Multiple bandits over Selatapura Harbor. They're container-launched UAVs.
Sea Goblin here. We're up to me on 2 VIPs.
Rescue craft tagged on. Initiate.
Rescue craft on the ground is defenseless. Gollum and Mage, destroy all hostiles.
It's been a long journey, but you're on the home stretch.
Gargoyle will stand by near the space elevator.
Sea Goblin, heading over to the Express's location now. Run for the container!
Fox 3, Fox 3,
Missile.
locked.
Missile.
Targeting range of guns.
Missile.
Missile inbound, missile inbound!
Missile.
Mage 1 launching missile. They have a lock on you, shake 'em!
Missile. Missile.
Enemy on your tail!
Missile. Missile.
Ambush! Fire from the far shore! They're targeting us! Get behind the chopper!
Caution. Pull up.
UAVs approaching the space elevator. Stop them.
Return fire! Sierra 2, hold position!
Missile. Missile.
We're cut off!
Missile. Missile.
Taking fire! We're pinned down! Shoot back!
Missile. Missile.
Yeah,
Eliminate all enemy UAVs. Don't let up.
Express identified! Behind the gantry crane! Mr. Harling, stay right there! Jacob's been hit! Incoming rocket!
Sea Goblin, all survivors, respond. Is Mr. Harling alive?
They got the chopper and Sierra too! That was thermobaric! Rocket!
Damn. UAV down.
This is Colonel Johnson. Do you copy? I am with President Harrell. On the soldier who had this radio. We'll get Mr. Harling out of here.
Sir, we feel the same way. We'll figure something out.
Going to, hang in there.
That's about half. Mop up the rest.
We found an Erusian transport craft. His engines are on.
I heard you were in the Air Force, Colonel. All squadrons be advised. The call sign is Mother Goose 1. I've sent the information via the data link.
Mother Goose 1. That's the best you can come up with.
Box 2. Missed. We're swarming it. There's no way we can provide adequate cover. Box 2. One remaining. UAVs moving away from the harbor toward the space elevator. Shoot them down. Hostile eliminated.
Strap in. We're fighting against machines.
All UAVs have been splashed. All aircraft. Former President Harling's transport is ready to take off. Mother Goose 1, take off.
All right. Mother Goose 1 taking off. Mr. Harley wants to extend his flight.
Let's wait till we're home safe. Mage Squadron, Mother Goose 1 is heading south. Provide support. 5 minutes remaining.
Skykeeper, bogeys on my radar. Bearing 220.
Sighting confirmed as MQ-101, forerunner for Arsenal Bird.
The big bird is coming, huh?
Mage, protect Mother Goose 1. Shoot down any UAVs. Gollum, intercept the UAVs.
Golem 1 will kill. That last battle taught me a lot about those a-holes. Golem 2, don't stray off on me. Always maintain element.
Wilco, forming up. Golem 4, Box 2.
Roger. Sending UAVs in the transport. Orders are to fire warning.
H2, walking.
Yes, sir. He's an old-timer. Has low contact lasers are used.
Mother Goose 1, UAV on your tail. Take evasive action.
I hear you. But this isn't exactly a fighter.
Enemy UAV down. Keep up the good work.
Understood. An Arsenal bird is on its way. Strategic AI chose liberty over justice. Courses have already changed.
Behind one.
Cargo 1, where's the signal? Gargoyle Squadron, stand by for my order. Someone's at the White House. The ID's the harbor. They won't be able to get home. That ship isn't one of ours. Where's the signal? Gargoyle, change radio frequency.
Mother Goose 1 here. We're about to leave the airspace. Keep your fingers crossed.
Gargoyle, it's time. Attention, Gargoyle Squadron, babble, babble, babble.
Gargoyle 3 to Babel. Babel, roger. Skykeeper, what the hell was that?
Gargoyle did their job.
I figured, but why weren't we informed? The IUN can't coordinate between branches as usual.
Gargoyle Squadron, report.
HQ, one hit was scored. The rest were intercepted by UAV. The elevator's windbreak took a scratch. Nothing more.
Roger. Continue to maintain air superiority. Golem 4, shake that bandit off your tail.
Mother Goose 1 hit.
Mother Goose 1 has been hit. Colonel Johnson, respond. Mage Squadron, assess the situation.
This is Mage 1. I have Mother Goose 1 in my sight. Cabin's fine, but the cockpit's not looking so good.
Colonel Johnson, are you okay?
Don't worry about that. Just send help this way. I'm sorry. Get Mr. Harley. Please.
Mother Goose 1, respond. Mother Goose 1.
Skykeeper, should we continue providing cover for Mother Goose 1?
Of course. Locked. Miss. That's a miss. Mother Goose 1 is turning. What's going on? They're heading to the space elevator.
It's flying at a steady altitude. Who's in control?
It's not the Colonel. Mr. Harling's the only one on board. Mother Goose 1, respond. Mr. Harling, please respond.
We can't protect our objective if it sticks around here. Now's not the time to freak out, fellas. We've still got a job to do, so let's do it. Keep your mind focused.
Mr. Harling, we are not giving up on you. The UAVs are approaching Mother Goose 1.
Let's go, Trigger.
Take him down now, Mage Squadron. 1 minute remaining. Mother Goose 1, turn 180 degrees and exit combat airspace. Mother Goose 1, Mr. Harling, are you piloting that plane?
Arsenal Bird Liberty, passing waypoint 2.
The UAVs are continuing their attack.
You're obsessed with that transport.
Ammunition 0.
UAVs launched from Arsenal Bird Liberty, headed toward the AO.
President still alive?
Mage, destroy those UAVs and keep Mother Goose 1 safe. Mage 2, clear out the bogies near Mother Goose 1. Protect Mother Goose 1. Destroy those UAVs. We're out of time. All units abort the operation.
Skykeeper, what the hell was that?
Gargoyle did their job.
I figured, but why weren't we informed? The IUN can't coordinate between branches as usual. Gargoyle Squadron, report.
HQ, 1 hit was scored. The rest were intercepted by UAVs. The elevator's wind break took a scratch. Nothing more.
Roger. Continue to maintain air superiority. Mother Goose 1 hit!
Mother Goose 1 has been hit. Colonel Johnson, respond. Mage Squadron, assess the situation.
This is Mage 1. I have Mother Goose 1 in my sight. Cabin's fine, but the cockpit's not looking so good.
Colonel Johnson, are you okay?
Don't worry about that. Just send help this way. I'm sorry. Can't miss.
Mother Goose 1, respond. Mother Goose 1.
Skykeeper, should we continue providing cover for Mother Goose 1?
Of course.
Lockdown hostile.
Mother Goose 1 is turning. What's going on? They're heading to the space elevator.
Why are they still in the air? UAVs were headed straight for the space elevator.
It's flying at a steady altitude. Who's in control?
It's not the Colonel. Mr. Harling's the only one on board. Mother Goose 1, respond.
Trying to fly through. Suicide.
Mr. Harling, please respond.
We can't protect our objective if it sticks around here. Now's not the time to freak out, fellas. We've still got a job to do, so let's do it. Keep your mind focused.
Mr. Harling, we are not giving up on you. The UAVs are approaching Mother Goose 1.
Let's go, Trigger.
Take him down now, Mage Squadron. 1 minute remaining.
Lock acquired.
Mother Goose 1, turn 180 degrees and exit combat airspace. Mother Goose 1, Mr. Harling, are you piloting that plane?
Arsenal Bird Liberty, passing waypoint 2.
The UAVs are continuing their attack.
You're obsessed with that transport.
UAVs launched from Arsenal Bird Liberty, headed toward the AO.
The former president still alive?
Mage, destroy those UAVs and keep Mother Goose 1 safe.
my god. Mother Goose 1 has been shot down.
Where'd the missile come from?
Mage 2 fired that.
It was Ocean. A friendly missile hit him.
Verifying the situation. Stop speculating.
Friendly fire. I saw it.
Mother Goose 1 exploded in air. No one could have survived.
Looks like it tried to protect the elevator. Erusian bastards, they just killed a hero.
Mage 1. Is it Trigger? Trigger was the closest. UAVs were crawling all over our objective. I told you to keep a goddamn eye on the hatchling. It must have been a mistake.
Arsenal bird is entering. All aircraft withdraw immediately. Trigger, you can't fly for a while. You understand?
The operation to rescue former President Harling has failed. Sadly, there is no hope he survived. Trigger, you are suspected of assassinating a former president. There will be an inquiry. There will most probably be a court-martial.
Bad news for us here at the prison. The enemy fell for our decoy base. With all the fake planes and trucks we had out, it must have looked to them like the Osean Air Force was about to go on the attack. Day after day after day after day, they bombed us. Osea didn't give a damn. We weren't soldiers to them, so go ahead. Bomb us. In their eyes, we were expendable. Worth less than the fake planes in the bunkers. No biggie. While I made fake planes, they had me put together some working ones. Then, some genius at HQ decided we should send it up, so the base looked legit. Thankfully, we had people to crew them. It didn't matter what we were locked up here for anymore. Top brass needed pilots, and criminals were all they had. A crook, a gambler, an anarchist. Just your typical lowlifes. They threw each one of them in a cockpit and sent them up to intercept the enemy's planes. But in the end, it was all just for show. So, up they went, day after day after day. Today they tossed someone new into the mix. Wonder what he did to get sent here. My dad died flying for the Osean Air Force. When your allies are surrounded, one of the most dangerous missions is giving them cover to retreat. Whoever signed up for that was a real hero. But even more dangerous than that was being the one who had to cover the rear guard's retreat. That was my dad's job, and one time, he called it off. Said it was too late for him. Said anyone else would have done the same. I found that out from a war buddy of his when he came to tell me how my dad died. The next time a retreat happened, my dad volunteered to be in the rear guard. Dumbass. He died all right. No one came to help. The news nearly broke me. Of all the ways to get killed, that's gotta be the most pathetic one ever. Am I right? There's a rumor going around about another inmate. A guy they brought here a little while ago. Get this, talk in the cell block says he was sent here because he killed Harling, the president of Osea during the last war, remember? He's the one that sent my dad on that suicide mission. He's the reason I had to go live with my grandpa, and why me and Gramps started building a supersonic jet. He's the reason I ended up here. Maybe I should give that guy a thank you note for killing him. Nah. God, I hate the smell of this place. It's all fake and lies and bullshit. It reeks.
All right, guys, I'll let you in on some juicy info. The new guy was found guilty by the International Union Peacekeeping Forces court-martial. He is the murderer of Harling in the flesh. His TAC name's Trigger. Now, as of today, he may be attached to the Ocean Air Force Base 444th Squadron. But that is just some symbolic bullshit. It doesn't really matter if he's Harling's murderer or not. Every last one of you has been incarcerated for one reason or another. You cons have an obligation to atone for your crimes. A few of you in the penal unit know how to fly, and HQ needs to plug the deficit in our Air Force. So they proposed sending you guys on a reconnaissance mission to the Waiapolo Mountains. But that idea was flat out rejected. Nope, you'll be atoning for your crimes right here at this base. This base is a decoy designed to draw enemy fire. And as members of this base, you'll be taking hits from the enemy. This will allow our forces to safely prepare a counterattack.
Incoming!
Switch off that alarm. It's just the usual. I thought Zapland was supposed to be an isolated area. Okay, I'm gonna need a few aircraft to scramble.
Again?
Wonder how many we'll lose today. Better than solitary.
Enemy aircraft detected over the dummy runway.
We just need to make it look like we can put up a fight. Some of those piles of junk can at least take off. Let's get the guiltiest cons in the sky first. We'll start with Harling's murderer. We don't expect you to down any bombers. But what we do want is to make them think that we've got an active base here.
It's time to get busy, convicts. Proceed with your mission now.
Follow orders, Trigger. Taxi to the runway now. Check your altimeter and wait in front of the runway.
Control, would you kindly send me up first?
Spare 8, Champ, this is the control tower. You're not cleared for takeoff. Obey orders.
Go to hell.
All aircraft preparing for takeoff. Watch out for Spare 8. He's forcing a takeoff.
I'll take up command. Any objections? That'll get decided in the skies. Touche.
Trigger, your call sign is Spare 15. Consider it your prisoner number for the air. Commencing deception and interception.
Spare 15, the runway's free. You have permission to take off. Go now.
My blood's boiling!
Toss the chump in solitary once he gets back. Spare 8, when you land, your ass is grass. Spare 15, takeoff confirmed. Altitude restriction lifted. Go.
So, no missiles again. The FCS is locked.
Damn, you're good. Let's make this more interesting.
Prisoners use nothing without supervision. Not even a pencil.
Here comes Harling's murderer.
He shot 2 missiles right between old Harling's eyes.
Always in the know, aren't you?
In this war, intel is a life or death matter. Settle down. Excited to have another murderer with you?
Yeah!
This is Bandog. Spare 15, I'm handling surveillance. The bombers that attacked the runway are coming back for another round. I know it's just a dummy runway. You guys just need to make a lot of noise. Make them think there's fighters at the base.
Anyone got a smoke? I'll owe you one.
If any of you die, just think of it as you atoning for your crimes.
Much appreciated.
One more thing. Any aircraft leaving the operation area will be shot down. You hear me?
Righto.
Number 3, this is School 1. Numbers we can handle. Proceed with us. School Squadron, get into formation.
That's messed up.
Attack missed. There's a juicy target.
Look at them. Blowing up a bunch of paper planes.
The enemy seems to think our air force is concentrated on this base. Everything on the ground is fake. Can't the enemy see that? Means they're that convincing.
Shit! The enemy just hit the control tower!
Hey, what's with all the shaking?
There's smoke!
Send in the fire team. Not let the enemy get closer. Are you trying to kill me?
Shall I order him to shoot down all? Commander McKenzie? Damn it! Spare squadron, listen up. Shoot down everything carrying bombs. Weapons free. You're cleared to engage. Show no mercy.
I know we done by now. Missiles. Wanna bet which one of us gets the first kill after this starts?
This is the first.
If count's going forward,
I decide when you die.
Alright, I'm assuming command. All aircraft support me. Who's gonna dance to your line tune? I'll show you all how it's done.
Spare 15, bandit splashed.
Trigger, keep an eye on your head count. We can compare later. Yeah, I'm betting that report will get dressed up real pretty. I got all dressed up for nothing.
I got a friendly!
Radar pinged. Incoming hostile group detected. Take care of them.
Righto.
A bomber's at high altitude. Stop watching your own asses and look up. Head to the next target.
Allow me to educate you. In this unit, you get your tail marked with scratches. The more scratches, the more heinous the crime. They're called sin lines. You have 3 scratches, right, Trigger? Well, you are Harling's murderer.
Friendly aircraft lost!
Oh yeah, add this one to my score.
We're cut off. We can't break away. We can't. We lost all of them. Where the hell are we out of here? Missile evading!
Sorry, I got lucky.
We're losing it.
escorts. Hurry it up. Finish the job and let's get out. No, only one of them is killed.
A monkey could do this work. Anyone up for some poker tonight? Did they really think they could get a bunch of convicts to just put on a show? Spare 6, Fox 2.
Breaking to escape lock.
Chow! Bandit on your 6!
Bandit in my sight. Locked on. Fox 2. Got it. Where's the subject? Attack missed.
This is decent at what he's famous for. I wouldn't go that far. Target's that slow on a challenge. Don't let it go to your head, murderer.
Enemy missile coming at me. Breaking.
Multiple bandits inbound. They got bombers and support.
All aircraft follow me. You too, murderer. Jeez, now he thinks he's squadron leader. Trigger, don't get shut down now. I got good money riding on your survival. Some guys have got big money riding on you going down, so watch your back.
Spare 7, shut up. You don't need a yap to pull the trigger.
Enemy has a lock. Point finding. Returning fire is expected.
The targets are still active. Keep up the attack.
What the hell are you doing?
Are you... Wilco, Commander McKenzie, please maintain silence for the moment.
Trigger again!
On fire! We're going down!
Don't get excited. It's beginner's luck.
Can't maintain altitude. Clearing out.
This is a pretty nice ride. It's been serviced pretty good. Can't believe these things used to be scrap. Just what kind of magic does she have up her sleeves anyway? I don't know what her problem is. Probably she's royalty or something. That's because she's the scrap queen. Queen? More like a bad-tempered tongue.
Down. We won't make it to the target.
Spare 15, what the hell are you doing? Attack!
Enemy missile.
That trigger got most of them. Maybe even all of them. That was dumb luck, Tabloid.
Spare 15, don't take all the fun away from your comrades.
Bring that down. I'm surrounded.
Wow, look at Trigger go. Lucky shot.
3 targets remaining.
Break, champ, break!
Two targets remaining.
Why would someone make a squadron of convicts? Gotta be some kind of reason. Now the papier-mâché strategy at the base seems to be doing the trick. Guess every man and his dog has an idea how to end the war.
Attack missed. Runner ready. Call up this supply. Begin the attack.
Oh yeah! Let's do this.
Sperry, watch your mouth. 1 bandit left. Take him down now.
First come, first serve.
All targets confirmed eliminated.
Hell yeah! Still alive, Harling's murderer? Then dinner's on me tonight.
Cut the chatter, Spare Squadron. Mission complete. RTB. Trigger's still with us. Must have the devil in his corner. Spare 7, what happens if the one you've bet on dies while landing?
Then you win. So what, you're not done?
Just checking.
Spare 15, this is the control tower. Make your landing check. We don't want a wreck blocking the runway. Spare 15, you have permission to land. Wind conditions are calm. 3,000 meters. too fast. Lower your airspeed. Bank left. 1,500 meters. Lower your nose. You're too high. Heading is good. Stay on course. You're past the guidance limit. Make a visual landing. At least you're down. Careful with the aircraft next time.
I lost a lot of money for that trigger. Don't forget.
Spare 15, the runway's free. You have permission to take off. Go now.
Woohoo! My blood's boiling! Toss the chump in solitary once he gets back.
Did I say you could take down the...
Mihai's granddaughters liked to keep to themselves mostly. They were well behaved and possessed a sort of quiet elegance. From time to time, I'd catch myself looking at them, wondering what they were talking about. I'm sure everyone on the base did the same. They were such enthralling creatures. Every night, a crowd would gather around Mihai. They were the men tasked with guarding him in the air. Their jackets all bore the same patch, a relic from a nation that was long gone. Decades ago, during the Age of Expansion, the Kingdom of Erusia absorbed many countries. Theirs was one of them. Mihai asked them,
"Yet what is a nation? Can we actually see the physical lines that divide one from another?"
People of my generation can no longer speak the language of our homeland. My grandparents always look sad when they see I have no idea what they're saying to me.
Mihai didn't say a word after that. His scarred face betrayed no emotion. He didn't get those scars from flying, though. Mihai was originally from Shalaji. His real name is Mihai Dumitru Margarita Corneliu Leopold Blanca Carol Aeon Ignatius Raphael Maria Nikitas A. Shalaji. When he was young, he was the heir to the Grand Duchy of Shalaji. Then, revolution broke out among his people. Mihai was betrayed by a close friend who pointed a gun at his face and pulled the trigger. The revolution was successful, but the new country that sprang from it was annexed by the expanding Kingdom of Erusia. The Erusian royal family allowed Mihai's family to retain their title and noble standing in the new kingdom. But Mihai surprised them all by signing up for the draft like an ordinary Erusian citizen. He was then accepted into the Air Force Academy by order of the king. Mihai soon became an ace pilot. When the royal family was ousted and Erusia became a republic, he continued his service for the new regime. Test sites soon flourished. One day, a classmate of Mihai's granddaughter visited. I noticed the rose emblem. She laughed like a princess. And I found out later, she was indeed the daughter of Erusia's new ruler. She was the connection to the royal bloodline everyone was looking for, the one to restore the monarchy. This new princess was truly a godsend for the Erusian people. If Mihai's granddaughters were like the moon, she was like the sun, around which everything seemed to orbit. Her face was so expressive. It's no wonder the people of this war-torn country instantly felt at ease when they saw her speeches. they started singing. The pilots of the support plane smiled, even though they wished their nation were independent from hers. Angelic. I wonder how Mihai felt about all of this. It was my job to research his neurological data, after all. I wish I could figure him out. Whatever his feelings were about losing his homeland, he kept hidden, even from me.
Your mission is to atone for your crimes by attracting the enemy's attention. First, I want you to head from the base to the desert region of Roca-Roja to the northwest. And then second, you will attack the large Erusian base there. We've been unable to verify that base's ability to deal with fighters. You will attack and provoke the enemy into revealing their AA strategy. Get them to fire at you as much as you can. That way, we can confirm where they're firing from. Then it's a case of sending in a regular force to clean them out. For this mission, we prepared a frontline base that can be used for ammo replenishment and aircraft repairs. However, this is not for you guys. Only the regular force has permission to use it. Even if you run out of ammo, don't forget that you're just decoys. You stay out there as targets for the enemy.
aircraft preparations complete. Stand by at the front.
Some welcome. All aircraft, spread out and attack.
We're clear to attack, right? I heard the regular forces were gonna clean things up.
It's just like before. We blow the shit out of everything.
Sharp as attack, aren't you, Spare 8? Regular forces can reduce losses if you tenderize the base first. If you can't handle that, just fly and be a target.
We're being attacked. Enemy aircraft. A whole squadron. Ready the anti-air interceptors. Open fire. Affirmative. We'll do what we can.
You're hitting 3 locations. Some have air power, so their threat levels vary. Think of the best way to rob them of their ability to respond. Use those empty heads of yours. If you die too fast, you won't even be useful as targets. Transport truck spotted. Not a threat. Feel free to take them out.
Kind of specialty flag. What are the odds of getting out alive?
That's for you to figure out, Spare 7.
The fire set off a chain reaction. At least stop it from spreading. Good shot.
Target confirmed destroyed. Trigger ignition.
Any regular aircraft that join later needing any repairs or ammo will fly over the return line. However, you guys do not have that luxury.
So, what are we supposed to do? Trigger, rocking it hard.
Cut the crap. There's work to do.
I'm out. Returning to resupply. How are we supposed to work without ammo? I'm heading back.
Nice try. This stuff isn't for you guys.
Let's be honest here. The regulars like us aren't allowed to resupply. But in your heart, you want us to smash that base. Am I off?
You're gonna wish this mission never ended.
Looks like Bad Dog's finally come around.
On my target. Letting her rip.
All bombers destroyed before takeoff. Who did that?
Scratch one hostile.
That was fast. Keep up the good work.
Right up. Damn, missed again.
Hostiles in your area are nearly wiped out. Okay, move into a more crowded area. Try to catch some more lead.
I'm going after the police. What's that?
You're giving me another shot? Must be my lucky day.
The enemy base is divided into 3 sections. You did nothing more than destroy just one of them. Why are you acting like some big shot, Count?
Trigger's the one who did most of the work.
Why are you so proud of that, full man?
Finally have a read on the targets. They're in one hell of a place. I'll take it from here.
Bear 13, lock.
Locked on target.
Warning! Missile in the air!
Fox 3.
I'll dodge that. No sweat. I wasn't trying to shoot nobody in the back. He just ran away. This bastard wants a piece of me.
Trigger's taking out one of the AA guns.
Spare 15, launching missile. left. Spread out and attack.
We're clear to attack, right? I heard the regular forces were gonna clean things up.
It's just like before. We blow the shit out of everything.
Sharp as attack, aren't you, Spare 8? Regular forces can reduce losses if you tenderize the base first. If you can't handle that, just fly and be a target.
We're being attacked. Enemy aircraft. A whole squadron. Ready the anti-air interceptors. Open fire. Affirmative. We'll do what we can.
You're hitting 3 locations. Some have air power, so their threat levels vary. Think of the best way to rob them of their ability to respond. Use those empty heads of yours. If you die too fast, you won't even be useful as targets. Transport truck spotted. Not a threat, but feel free to take them out.
What kind of specialty? Take care of the anti-aircraft guns. What are the odds of getting out alive?
That's for you to figure out, Spare 7.
All bombers destroyed before takeoff. Who did that?
Scratch one hostile.
That was fast. Keep up the good work. Any regular aircraft that join later needing any repairs or ammo will fly over the return line. However, you guys do not have that luxury.
So, what are we supposed to do? I'm out. Returning to resupply. How are we supposed to work without ammo? I'm heading back.
Nice try. This stuff isn't for you guys.
Let's be honest here. The regulars like us aren't allowed to resupply. But in your heart, you want us to smash that base. Am I off?
You're gonna wish this mission would never end.
Looks like Bad Dog's finally come around.
Enemies locked on me. Someone help me out here.
My fire set off a chain reaction. At least stop it from spreading.
Target confirmed destroyed. Trigger again.
Spare 15, Fox 2.
Trigger. Lock it on.
Cut the crap. There's work to do.
I know the people that doesn't get easy jobs. This is insane.
Target was not hit.
Trigger takes the lead. Missile, Fox 2.
Targets are hard to spot in this terrain. It's like playing whack-a-mole in the dark.
Hostiles in your area are nearly wiped out. Get moving to a more crowded area. Try to catch some more lead.
I'm going after the planes instead.
You're giving me another shot? Must be my lucky day.
The enemy base is divided into 3 sections. You did nothing more than destroy just one of them. Why are you acting like some big shot, Count?
Trigger's the one who did most of the work.
Why are you so proud of that, full band? Spare 15 locked on. In gun range.
Locked on, bandit.
The vehicles have been taken out. Move on to the next target.
You're our official fly swatter now, Trigger. Finally have a read on the targets. They're in one hell of a place. I'll take it from here.
Target is annihilated.
Spare 15 shot one down.
Missile coming for you. Move it.
Fox 2.
Missile in the air. Heads up.
In gun range.
Trigger's taking out one of the AA guns. Enemy's locked on you.
Flares and chaff fired.
Locked on. This one is mine.
Locked on target. Missile hit. Fox 2.
I know the base commander makes a big deal whenever a new mission comes in. But it's just one after another. Like that was the plan all along or something. Battle doctrines. Something happens, they tell you what to do next. Osea has one. It probably says where and when pawns like us will die. You mean they already know the next strategy? Hold up. Let's make a bet. Whoever guesses the next strategy wins. You can get in on this too, Vandog.
Maybe you guys need to cool your heads off in solitary.
Let me look into this doctrine thing.
Man, you're delusional.
A bribe is all you need to look into a terminal. It's amazing how many people write their password unknown by their desk. Gathering intel is all about getting access. Anyone out there besides Trigger think they can destroy the target? Full man! Break! The enemy's gunning for me!
Lock on! Get out of there!
Trigger smoked him. Maybe if we had some anti-surface weaponry.
Enemy has a lock!
Spare 2, launching missile.
Targeting gun range. Fire.
I don't want to die by kissing the ground like an idiot.
Kill on E.
Locked on bandit.
Fox 2. Vehicle down.
The electronics are now just a bunch of boxes.
Bingo! Locked on bandit. I'm spiked. Requesting assistance.
These guys are creeping me out. It's with the scratches on their tails.
Spare 15 is down to target.
Aircraft approaching at high speed. Bearing 280. They're drones.
These must be the infamous drones.
They can dogfight without pilot? Heard about them on the news.
Machines are not replacing humans. Calm down. They're just obstacles in your way. Don't forget your original mission.
It's bad enough just dealing with the surface. Damn. Trigger smoked him.
Vehicle down.
Did the jailer know about the shitstorm he was sending us into? Penal units are just pawns.
That lying son of a bitch.
Don't pretend like you deserve any better. Continue with the operation. Okay. All that's left below you is piles of rubble. Look for more enemies. Let's see if they can't hit you this time.
This is a whole new kind of war.
5 minutes remaining.
This is Spare 7. Shit! Someone get this enemy off my tail! I can't. I've got my hands full too.
I don't know, missile. Take it off.
God damn it, I'm hit! I'm still at the table! I roll a missile. Another one. I've got a bet on me getting out of this.
way! Someone's down! Who is it? It's High Roller! He's been taken out!
Don't piss your pants over one aircraft being down.
What happens to a bet when the banker's out?
Another man's down!
There's no point. Retreat!
Follow your orders. Continue the operation. Deserters will be punished.
I'm hit! My aircraft!
This isn't even a fight. You want to lose all your pilots?
Shut up!
Try and stop me!
I'm getting behind Trigger. Stick with the best if you want to survive. If anyone wants to die, let him. Poor decision on your part. I've still got top score.
Count?
Man, you're useless.
Everyone knows you inflate your numbers.
Engage or face punishment.
Keep yapping away, little guard dog.
You'll pay for this.
Looks like we're the only ones having fun out here. Trigger, the one with the highest score wins. Let's settle who's best once and for all.
3 minutes remaining. Missile away. Spare 15 locked on.
They have me spiked.
I'm finally finding my groove.
Trigger, missile incoming!
Take out anti-air weapons that get in the way. On your 6.
Enemy down. Stay sharp. I'm spiked. I'll shake him. Tabloid, missile coming at you!
2 minutes remaining. A gun down.
Hostile has a lock.
This is Spare 11. Enemy base dead ahead. Damn it, we can't do this from the sky. We need ground troops.
Spare 11, just do your job.
Incoming missile. Breaking.
Damn, these guys are agile.
1 minute remaining.
Straight into the tunnel! You're taking off from inside! Tunnel? You gotta be kidding.
You've done a fair amount of work to their ground units, but I see some of you still have ammo. Continue with the attack. Keep yourself nice and exposed till I say otherwise.
Too low and you'll get fired from the ground.
Okay, you've hit the enemy base enough. Operation is complete. Head back. The bastards who flew off are going to wish they were never born. You guys get a pass.
Damn right. I wouldn't be surprised if we're thrown in solitary too. Hey, who wants to bet who goes into solitary? That's what that gambling nutjob would say if he was still here.
Where's your sense of humor, guys? Your buddy's making a joke. Laugh already.
You lost planes. Oh, take them. You know, I've received a medal for my ingenuity in finding a use for you cons. But just remember, if you disobey orders, there's a special place in solitary confinement for you. Your so-called right to complain was forfeited the moment you chose to break the law. Okay then, go make yourselves useful. An Osean Air Force squadron is currently entering Erusian territory for reconnaissance. Due to certain factors, their return route has been changed. The new return route will be through Yinshi Valley, a scenic and rocky karst area. The enemy's radar facilities and anti-aircraft weapons hidden on the mountainside pose a serious threat. Your mission is to destroy them and get our guys out in one piece, even if it puts your own lives in danger. And it is important to remember they will send up interceptors if you're detected. So you will need to choose something useful in a dogfight. The weather won't be on your side, but you're doing this whether you like it or not. Worry about the squadron's return route, not your own. Your mission is to get them back safely, which I think is the perfect punishment for your crimes.
Aircraft preparations complete. You're cleared to taxi. Spare Squadron, this mission needs to be quick. Target radar facilities and AA weaponry. They're set up on a rugged terrain, and there's a lot of cloud cover. You will be near thunderclouds. Man, you guys were born unlucky.
Wait, who's the dumbass who came up with this batshit plan?
Just obey orders.
Air Force Base 444 Squadron, this is Cyclops 1. The Cyclops and Strider squadrons currently contain 7 aircraft. Stand by. We'll be arriving shortly.
Understood.
We're low on ammunition. It'll be hard to take on hostiles. We'll have to rely on you guys to make it home.
Cyclops 1, this is Bandog. We need the job done on time.
Bandog? Cool name. Nice working with you, Mr. Guard Dog.
The terrain makes the airstream bumpy. Don't damage those planes.
Radar forces under attack! Don't wait for interceptors. Use missiles!
Missile.
Destruction of target facility is confirmed.
Missile.
Crosswind's gonna slam us into the rock.
It's blowing me off course! Any surface attacks in this weather? Give me a break, man.
Missile.
Man, I need missions that can help me improve my scoring on this crap. The regular force's secret reconnaissance plane is deep inside Erusia? They're investigating the ruins. That's all I know. You sure found out quick. They got a secret weapon, maybe? There's only so much I can find out.
Enough talk.
Rather be back in my cell.
There's no way I'm going back to the brig. Don't get in my way.
Missile. Missile.
Bombs away. Destruction of target facility confirmed.
This mission is crazy. All our commander thinks about is looking good for the General Staff Office.
The mission doesn't require you to talk. Use your head as well as your hands.
Righto.
Chris below me and clouds above? This is a joke. It has to be.
Spare 15, locked
I
on.
want to send Erusians down, but I sure enjoyed them.
Missile. 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 Missile.
It's cloudy around there. Radar visibility is limited. Stay alert.
Missile.
Radar facilities are silent, but those SAM sites are still a threat. Eliminate them.
On Trigger's burn.
Missile. Missile.
Bombs away.
Missile.
All targets destroyed. No complaints here.
Caution. Bandits inbound. Here come the UAVs.
We might have crossed the line.
There they are.
Leave this one to our friends.
Wish we'd used that hole to get home, too.
Things don't always go perfectly.
The drones have jumped on the recon team. Our friends aren't equipped for air-to-air. They need our cover. All 444 aircraft, get them out of there. Not even one is to go down. Destroy the UAVs.
That's impossible. I'm not flying in there to help out some assholes that don't know shit about. As we say in my house, there's a thin line between bravery and stupidity.
Trigger's been struck by lightning.
Calm down. Check your HUD for errors. You'll make it if you don't panic.
Someone flew into the thunderclouds!
Spare 15 has broken through the thunderclouds. Nice work for a dumbass.
My tail's on fire.
UAVs move swiftly. Watch your tails, guys. UAV splashed.
Thanks. I owe you.
All right, good start. Now let's get the remaining 6 out of there.
Locked on target.
Strider 4, bandit on your 6.
Hellboy getting in between them and the UAVs.
You don't even have time to check radar.
You're on. Do something.
AVs, it's just another day in the office.
Why are we risking our lives to wipe someone else's ass?
Start complaining when you can keep your own nose clean.
Damn it. Wiseman 444 Squadron support incoming. Sorry, but I'm using this chance to break off.
Jaeger, look after the survivors.
Roger.
More to go.
I can't get him to overshoot! I can get some shades of the pain.
It's gonna be a long way around those thunderclouds. All cowards, go hide in the thunderclouds like Trigger.
Hostile behind me!
This is bad. Fading fast.
Quit stretching your ass and approach the enemy.
Try and stop me!
UAV destroyed.
I owe you one.
Cyclops 4 has broken off. There you go. Things are looking up. Finally got some good guys in support.
Looks like there's one guy who's got everyone's backs.
Shake that missile off, Cyclops 3! Watch your ass!
Trigger's hold up, but we got our hands full.
I'm not stupid enough to fly into a thundercloud. Guys.
Cyclops 3 has broken off. It's just me and one more to go.
Spare 15. You're the only one earning any redemption today. Make sure the rest of them stay alive.
You'll let the devil with 3 sin lines go free after that.
You're in no position to call someone a devil, Count. Don't make me laugh.
Cyclops 2, missile inbound!
Cyclops 2, hostile on your rear!
Spare 15, damn robot shoot me down. Someone hurry up and rescue our hapless regulars.
Spare 15, target destroyed.
Cyclops 2 is broken off. All my guys managed to escape. Got big gratitude for you.
Cyclops 1, check your 6.
Fox 2.
Cyclops 1, missile!
Enemy down. Stay sharp.
Cyclops 1 is breaking off. He could have broken off any time if he was by himself. Spare 15. All UAVs in the vicinity confirmed destroyed.
Nice teamwork. Thanks. Who is that? Tell him I'm grateful.
Copy that, Cyclops 1. Spare squadron. Mission is complete. Return to base. Wait a minute. Hold it.
Oh, give me a break. You have more chores for us?
Spare 8, champ. Bogey approaching fast from the rear. All available units support Spare 8.
I don't need any support. This is all mine. Damn it.
He's glued to my tail. Still not firing. I ain't afraid of it. Spare 8, no dogfighting. Negative. I'm not letting this slide. Woohoo!
Sooner. I want to understand the enemy.
Shot down Champ. He was toying with him.
Spare 10 lost. Another one. One recon aircraft lost. What's with this guy? That's an Su-30. All Spare Squadron aircraft provide support for Cyclops and Strider. Keep the bandit off of them.
Negative. That's not possible.
Get in there with that monster, Spare 15. We're gonna lose more friendlies.
You told us the jobs are done. I'm going home.
This is you two.
Why some 444's craft flying out of bounds?
Those damn cowards bailing on us?
I just sent back the damaged craft. Only guys we can use. Spare 15, Spare 11. From an element to take out the rear.
Forget it.
Trigger's taking the beast head on. You two deal with support.
So this is where Tabloid bows out.
Shit. Roger that. Will do.
Soul 2, Soul 3. They've got 2 rear guard. The better one's mine.
Copy that, King.
Don't call me that.
I'm in position.
Enemy has a lock on you. Spare 15 locked on. Spare 15 caution. If your plane gets beat up, you're a sitting duck.
Doesn't miss an opening. The guy's a goddamn flying wizard.
Missile hit. Is he down?
Squadron's X-plane.
Wiseman, we don't want to mess with this guy. It's clear by the way he flies. Way out of my league.
Exactly the man we didn't want to run into. Jaeger, if it comes down to it, we'll act as a shield. Just get my guys out of here.
Understood.
Shaking bandit.
You're telling me there's only 2 craft taking on the orange guy?
No. Just one's taking him on.
No way. I wouldn't last a minute.
Lucian, do not engage. If he gets close, just run.
Copy that. He's gonna do that anyway.
Chaff and flares. Hostile has a lock. Look after your craft. One mistake and you're a goner.
Trigger is down.
Yeah, shot down Champ. He was toying with him.
Spare 10 lost. Another one. One recon aircraft lost. What's with this guy? That's an Su-30. All spare squadron aircraft provide support for Cyclops and Strider. Keep the bandit off of them.
Negative. That's not possible.
Get in there with that monster, Spare 15. We're gonna lose more friendlies.
You told us their jobs are done. I'm going home.
Why some of 444's craft flying out of bounds?
Those damn cowards bailing on us?
I just sent back the damaged craft. We only need guys we can use. Spare 15, Spare 11, form an element and take up the rear.
Forget it.
Trigger's taking the beast head on. You two deal with support.
So this is where Tabloid bows out. Shit, you dodged it. Roger that. Will do.
Soul 2, Soul 3, they've got 2 rear guard. The better one's mine. Copy that, King. Don't copy that.
Spare 15, Fox 2. Nice. Bandit hit. Spare 15, got him.
Soul 1, please respond. What's your status? My status? Well, I'm feeling a little excited. This is Soul 2. Locked on enemy.
Warning. Systems malfunction.
Get this guy off my tail.
Warning. Warning.
Fox 2.
Spare 15, missile.
Wiseman, you see that color? The way he's flying?
It's Mr. X for sure.
The pilot of the experimental squadron's X-plane.
Wiseman, we don't want to mess with this guy. It's clear by the way he flies. Way out of my league.
Exactly the man we didn't want to run into. Jaeger, if it comes down to it, we'll act as a shield. Just get my guys out of here.
Understood.
Target was not hit.
You're telling me there's only 2 craft taking on the orange guy?
No. Just one's taking him on.
No way. I wouldn't last a minute.
Lucian, do not engage. If he gets close, just run.
Copy that. Was gonna do that anyway.
Warning. Systems malfunction. Warning. Systems malfunction. Alert. Alert.
2. My status is fine. Do not interfere.
Sol 1, the clouds are moving in. Let's return to base.
Affirmative.
Bandit is retreating. He managed to survive somehow.
Trigger, kindness gets you killed.
Hey, guard dog. Who's the guy who worked his ass off at the rear?
The biggest dumbass in the unit.
Makes sense. Only an idiot would be brave enough to pull off the work.
Though I doubt you have enough gas to make it.
Appreciate the help. Will he be at the base?
I wouldn't get involved if I were you.
Runway is clear. You have permission to land. You made it this far, don't screw up now. 3,000 meters. Too fast. Lower your airspeed. Bank right. $1,500 meters. Heading is good. Stay on course. Great work. Nice job in not ruining a good plane. Your work's still far from done. Stand by for further orders.
The crew said the enemy had one mean son of a bitch flying for him. Our team had a few Air Force hot dogs, real experienced pilots. But this guy swooped in like a hawk, locked on, and took them all out in the blink of an eye. Reminds me of a story Gramps told me once. He said a little while before he retired from active duty, he saw an enemy fighter wipe out an entire formation right in front of him. It was like seeing how a shark works when it's going after its dinner. This enemy pilot stalked Gramps' pals from below, just like how a shark would. Then one by one, he put the bite on them. Sounds like what happened to our guys today. Kinda surprised so many made it back alive. I bet when they saw what was going on, they broke formation and left their buddies to the shark. Hang on. There's 3 extra planes here. They're foreigners too.
Spare Squadron, this mission needs to be quick.
You returned without permission and failed as escorts. So how about you rethink your value while in solitary? Take them away. Well, well, what do you know? Pilots made it back to base alive. Treat them well and feed them plenty. After all, we have to get a favorable report out of them. I've spent enough of my time being the commander of some worthless penal unit.
I had a chance to talk to one of the pilots that escaped back here, so I took it. Apparently, 2 of our planes took the enemy on alone. They covered the Allies so they could retreat. The hell kind of idiot does a thing like that? The last pilot to land back at the base was that scrawny anarchist dude. He always had this dumb grin on his face, like he didn't give a damn about whatever he did to get thrown in here with the rest of us. Was he the one who went gung-ho? I bought him a drink later. After the usual small talk, I turned the topic around to the mission. For an anarchist, he struck me as a bit weird. Nothing like what I expected. He talked a mile a minute and kept going on and on about library books. Not encyclopedias, those cheesy adventure novels you read in high school. Nothing against those, I like a good story myself once in a while. But I wasn't here to talk books.
I remember that day well. Amidst the swirling clouds, the fighter squadron was trying to help its allies reach safety.
He's pretty foolish, isn't he?
I thought so too. Suddenly, a highly skilled enemy fighter squadron appeared and began picking them off at the edges. One by one, they fell right out of the sky.
Although, I guess there was nobody around that was even more foolish to go to their aid then. So you simply watch things unfold from a distance.
Yeah. I mean, who would have ever thought that I'd just go and follow him straight into the enemy squadron like that?
After what felt like decades, I finally got to the info I was looking for. He wasn't the guy. He said he was just following his wingman's lead and managed not to die somehow. The hero on this mission was the new guy. The one that killed Harling. How did you feel?
I'm still kind of shaken up, actually. But you know, I do feel a certain sense of pride, too.
He really is foolish, isn't he?
Yep, he sure is.
I went to the hangar to have myself a closer look at Trigger's plane. I knew that burnt smell. That's what happens when an engine's been driven to its limit. This pilot was a hot dog. From now on, I was gonna keep my eye on this idiot. From a distance, though. I didn't want to get too tight with someone who was a better pilot than my dad. Even so, I decided to give this guy's plane a little bit of the old Avril magic touch. He needed all the help he could get.
Attention! If you disobeyed orders in the previous mission, line up over there. You won't disobey a second time. Do not test my patience. The biggest threat to our forces is the enemy's enormous swarm of drones. In order for our forces to penetrate deep into Erusian territory, we'll need to clear a path. You will destroy the enemy's fuel plant. HQ has found evidence that fuel is being moved intermittently inland from a refinery at the harbor in Artiglio. It's likely they're supplying fuel for the various drone bases. Those of you whose food privileges were taken away already know how this goes. We silence the drones by taking their fuel. Enter via the estuary, take out their AA, destroy the fuel points on both sides of the river and their oil tankers. Remember, you're not bona fide military. You're expendable.
Convicts, stand by at the front.
Champ went down crying like a baby. I knew he was all bark and no bite. A coward. You're one to talk, running off with your tail between your legs. I wasn't running away, I was retreating. Well, I can't say I blame you. It was hell out there. Man, I'm not in the mood for this shit today. I want to blow stuff up to let off steam. Target in sight. I see a lot of oil tanks. Boats, all warships. There's plenty of buildings, too.
Destroy everything in sight.
I appreciate the simplicity of the operation. They don't look like military.
And you look anything like military?
Fox 2.
I don't know what they're keeping in there, but it's all ashes
Too
now.
well and truly started.
Damn! That's what I call fireworks.
Yeah! Jackpot. The tanker's full of oil.
Get the ships out of here before they're blown up!
I've got more bad news. The megastorm in Nessa 2 that formed a few days ago is approaching our AO.
No time to smell the roses, then. A fighter pilot needs to fight. Missions like this are too easy.
Look at that oil. Just burn up the sea.
Locked on target.
That is my time.
Got it! Please assault it!
That cheers me up.
They're targeting every last oil truck.
Another one. Pop. Take this.
Burn, bitches.
Are you guys all nuts? I thought at least one of you was dead. This beats being stuck at the penal base.
Missile launched.
It's like watching a fireworks display.
Burn, baby, burn.
3 minutes remaining.
People are trapped inside.
Nessa 2 entering AO in 3 minutes.
Shit, we're out of time.
Suck on that! Trigger, you're just quietly plugging away. You're the only sane one here.
Doctor's right. We're no proper military. Enough with the holier-than-thou act, tabloid. I belong in the penal unit. Trigger, you belong here even more than I do. It's all about where you're from. Trigger eliminated target.
Confirmed kill on AA gun.
Just got everything unloaded.
Enemies locked on me. Someone help me out here.
2 minutes remaining.
Breaking them up. Potential fuel storage. That's what the anti-air guns are for.
Missile.
Missile incoming! Break! Break!
Missile. Missile.
The enemy has escaped.
Start destroying the facilities around the harbor one by one.
Missile in the air. Heads up.
Enemy has a lock.
Trigger has destroyed the target.
1 minute remaining. Dust cloud is entering the area of operations. Finish your work if you want to stay out of solitary. Seconds remaining. Destroy the targets. You're being slow. Target destroyed. Targeting gun range. Fire. We've run out of time. The mission is a failure. Spare Squadron, and Nessa 2 has arrived. Sticking around will only ruin your planes.
I had a chance to talk.
Convicts, stand by at the front.
Champ went down crying like a baby. I knew he was all bark and no bite. The coward. You're one to talk, running off with your tail between your legs. I wasn't running away, I was retreating. Well, I can't say I blame you. It was hell out there. Man, I'm not in the mood for this shit today. I'm gonna blow stuff up to let off steam. Target in sight. I see a lot of oil tanks. Boats, more warships. There's plenty of buildings, too.
Destroy everything in sight.
I appreciate the simplicity of the operation, but they don't look like military.
You think you look anything like military?
Fox 2. Whoa. Dude, well and truly started.
Damn! That's what I call fireworks.
I've got more bad news. The megastorm at Nessa 2 that formed a few days ago is approaching our AO.
No time to smell the roses, then. A fighter pilot needs to fight. Missions like this are too easy.
Start destroying the facilities around the world, one by one.
Burn, bitches!
Are you guys all done? I thought at least one of you was safe. This thing's been stuck in the panel bay.
It's like watching the fireworks display.
Burn, baby, burn. Stuck on there. Yeah, that's the stuff for the snowy corner.
You're mine.
Fair night, behind you.
Spare 15, locked on.
Bandit acquired. Firing.
Hostile has a lock! Missile in the air! Heads up!
Targeting every last wall truck.
Quietly plugging away. You're the only trained one there.
Bandog was right. We're no proper military. Enough with the holier-than-thou act tabloid. I belong in the PR even more than I do. It's all about where you're from.
Vanessa 2 entering AO in 3 minutes.
Shit, we're out of time.
Just go. Attack this.
Almost out of special weaponry.
Bandit acquired. Rock 2.
Locked on target. Spare 15, you're hit.
That's what the anti-air control was.
Destroying the target.
Enemies locked on me. Someone help me out here. They got me.
2 minutes remaining.
Going down.
3 minutes. 2 minutes. 1 minute. 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 1
but it's all ashes now.
Missile. Missile.
Jackpot. Taker's full of oil. They've got a lock on you.
Get the ships out of here before the blow up!
Missile incoming! Spare 15 whacks the target.
Bandit acquired. Firing.
Try to help those trapped.
They evade. Continuing attack.
Mark 2!
Hey, Trigger. Why do you think this stupid war keeps dragging on?
Trigger is down?
Champ went down crying like a baby. I knew he was all bark and no bite. A coward. You don't want to talk, running off with your tail between your legs? I wasn't running away, I was retreating. Well, I can't say I blame you. It was hell out there. Man, I'm not in the mood for this shit today. I'm gonna blow stuff up to let off steam. Target in sight. I see a lot of oil tanks. Boats, all warships. There's plenty of buildings, too.
Destroy everything in sight.
I appreciate the simplicity of the operation. They don't look like military.
You think you look anything like military?
Fox 2. Doing well and truly started.
Damn! That's what I call fireworks.
Yeah! Another one popped.
Take this. Burn, bitches.
Are you guys all nuts? I thought it was one of you who said. This beats being stuck at the penal base.
I've got more bad news. The megastorm in Nessa 2 that formed a few days ago is approaching our AO.
No time to smell the roses, then. A fighter pilot needs to fight. Missions like this are too easy. It's like watching a fireworks display.
Burn, baby, burn. Stuck on there.
Vehicle down. Package dropped.
I'm trying to break! You can't put the fire out! Get back! The fuels are too strong!
Mark 2.
Missed target.
I want it back. Still in the fleet.
Trigger, just quietly plugging away.
3 minutes remaining.
You're the only sane one here.
Doc was right. We're no proper military. Enough of the holier than thou acts, Captain. I belong in the penal unit. Trigger, you don't belong here even more than I do. It's all about where you're from.
Nessa 2 entering AO in 3 minutes.
Shit, we're out of time. I don't know what they were keeping there, but it's all ashes now.
Jackpot. Taker's full of oil.
Get the ships out of here before they're blown up! Stand on your six!
Look at that oil. It's burn up the base.
Mark on hostile.
2 minutes remaining. You're low on special weaponry.
Yeah, target destroyed.
Why are we getting hit after this? Where's this cave? Doing again.
Missile. Missile.
Enemy is locked on.
Missile. 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 Missile.
Spare 15, missile.
Trigger, he's got a lock.
In gun range.
Missile.
Special weaponry is gone.
Missile. Missile. Missile.
out of solitary.
There aren't enough interceptors!
Missile hit. Seconds remaining. Destroy the targets. You're being slow. Locked on target.
Enemy has a lock on me.
Trigger's down!
Champ went down crying like a baby. I knew he was all bark and no bite. The coward. You're one to talk, running off with your tail between your legs. I wasn't running away, I was retreating. Now, I can't say I blame you. It was hell out there. Man, I'm not in the... Target in sight. I see a lot of oil tanks. Boats, more warships. There's plenty of buildings, too.
Destroy everything in sight.
I appreciate the simplicity of the operation. They don't look like military.
You think you look anything like military? Start destroying the facilities around the harbor one by one.
Mark 2. Whoa. June well and truly started.
Damn! That's what I call fireworks.
Yeah!
15 Fox 2. I've got more bad news. The megastorm at Nessa 2 that formed a few days ago is approaching our AO.
No time to smell the roses, then. A fighter pilot needs to fight. Missions like this are too easy.
Another one spot. Take this.
Burn, bitches! Yeah.
Are you guys all nuts? I thought at least one of you would go. This beat's being stuck in the beetle, babe. I got hit, but it's no big deal. Fair night, behind you.
Taking evasive action.
The enemy's gunning for me.
Spare 15 locked on.
Protect the fuel storage. That's what anti-air guns are for.
Got it! What is this bullshit?
AA gun down.
Evading message.
Missile launched. 3 minutes remaining. Vanessa 2 entering AO in 3 minutes.
Shit, we're out of time. Keep you there, but it's all ashes now. It's like watching the fireworks display.
Burn, baby, burn. Suck on that!
I'm in position. Keep mine.
Trigger, you're just quietly walking away. Just don't see one here.
Doug was right. We're no proper military. Enough of the holier than thou act, tabloid. I belong in the PL unit. Trigger, you belong here even more than I do. It's all about where you're from. Trigger, look sharp!
Attacking. Bandit in my sight. Locked on.
Jackpot! Trigger's full of oil.
Get the ships out of here before they're blown up. I'm on his rear. Missed. Attack hit. Bandit is still moving.
Look at that oil just burn up the sea.
Vehicle down.
Yeah, that's the stuff, Trigger. You always on us.
Trigger eliminated the target.
Bandit acquired. Firing.
Enemies locked on me. Someone help me out here.
Spare 15 missile away.
People are trapped inside.
Dust cloud is entering the area of operations. Finish your work if you want to stay out of solitary.
Hey, Trigger. Why do you think this
this stupid war keeps dragging on?
Here he goes.
It's all because countries exist. Shouting that and throwing a rock got me in here.
Well, you have free meals and a warm bed. You should thank our good citizens.
Trigger, behind you! Behind you!
30 seconds remaining.
Missile incoming! Evade!
Hand it on your face.
Missile. 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 Missile.
Looking good.
I'll take jobs like this any day.
Megastorm Anessa 2 is about to arrive.
Missile.
Right. Bring out the trucks. Make sure their routes are split. Take every drop of fuel you can carry.
It looks like some oil tankers loaded with oil got away. HQ saw them on satellite. Burn down everything that turns up.
Why are they popping on and off of radar?
Sand clouds. Sand breaks up here and there. That's when radar picks them up. If you detect something, strike fast.
Staring at my radar and trolling? This is not my style.
Even in sand, you can lock on if you get close enough.
Are you sure you can trust that intel?
Easy for you to say.
You guys do whatever you want. I'm going off by myself. Okay, if you think that's for the best. Got one on radar. Moving.
Radar! I can't see a thing!
Quit blubbering. Talk to me when you find a target. Tanker truck destroyed. Make sure you wipe them all out.
Take that!
Eyes like a jackal, Trigger.
Damn! The truck just vanished into the dust!
Chase it down, dimwit. Spare 2, count. Where the hell do you think you're going? You're approaching Erusian territory. Return.
Just following orders to find tankers. So how about you go chew on a bone?
Caution. Pull up.
Bear 15 is down.
It looks like some oil tankers loaded with oil got away. HQ saw them on satellite. Burn down everything that turns up.
Why are they popping on and off of radar?
Sand clouds. Sand breaks up here and there. That's when radar picks them up. If you detect something, strike fast.
Staring at my radar and trolling? This is not my style.
Even in sand, you can lock on if you get close enough.
Are you sure you can trust that intel?
Easy for you to say.
You guys do whatever you want. I'm going off by myself. Okay, if you think that's for the best. We don't run out of gas, right?
They've got trailers full of fuel.
Trucks don't run on jet fuel. I heard diesel engines can.
Quit yapping and hunt down your targets.
Got one on radar. Moving.
Spare 2, count. Where the hell do you think you're going? You're approaching Erusian territory. Return.
Just following orders to find tankers. So how about you go chew on a bone? They pave desert highways nicely, you know? People drive fast to avoid bandits in the desert.
Radar! I can't see a thing!
Quit blubbering. Talk to me when you find a target.
Nothing but sand and rock. Nice place to build a prison.
We can toss you in it as soon as it's up. Vehicle down. The rising smoke marks their graves. Spare Squadron, a new enemy is approaching. Bearing 350 from the reference point.
They're coming from the north. Did they pick up Count's aircraft? Wait a sec, don't go blaming me.
They appear to be Erusian drones.
More UAVs? Why are they always after us?
The mission stays the same. Destroy the tankers.
There's no way we can chase the damn tankers now. They're coming.
You're out of your goddamn mind.
A cat doesn't have enough lives to carry out your orders.
Do your duty and take out the tankers.
Nice sentiment, Bandog.
Column of smoke. Who did that? It was Trigger.
Trigger, I like your style. I heard drones can be hacked, so why aren't we doing that?
Have you forgotten what happens to deserters? I'll send you out to dig up landmine with your bare hands.
Not sticking around. You know why that political offender jackass is still alive, don't you?
Trigger?
Higher chance of living with him. Going after the tankers when all this shit is going down is suicide.
Prioritize the tankers. Worry about the UAVs later.
Damn.
Caught that explosion. 15 target destroyed. You can't stick around forever. Find those targets. Target confirmed near full band. Dig around.
Damn it! I've got one on my back. Just abandoned dock. Eliminating into the dust. Just like regular clouds. You can lose your lock in there.
The weapon system's acting up. I can't fight like this. I'm gonna break off. There he goes, running away. He's who drew the drones here. 5 minutes late. Say what you want. Have fun with your friends.
Tanker confirmed eliminated.
You can't run from us.
Keep going. Burn it all.
Trigger trashed the target.
Check your 6.
Trigger again.
Allied aircraft down by a UAV.
Pipe down and keep your mind on the mission, full band.
We gotta get those UAVs.
This has become way too dangerous. Damn Count for dragging us into this shit.
Shut the hell up. This has nothing to do with me.
You guys are celebrating, but I don't hear anyone saying all targets have been taken down.
It's really burning. That was some primo jet fuel.
Nah, jet fuel doesn't ignite that easily. That was standard gasoline.
How about taking targets down instead of flapping your gums? Spare 15, target destroyed.
One more truck down. Stop them all. UAVs are in the way. Take them out.
Bandit right behind you.
Spare 15, target destroyed.
We can't attack the surface when our lives are on the line.
Being shot at. What is this bullshit?
Got a target on radar. Trigger, it's near your position.
Never turn your back on the enemy.
Spare 15, missile away.
He's too quick.
Spare 15, missile. Target is down. Well done.
Uncovered another one.
That's a lot of fuel up in smoke. But there could be more hiding somewhere.
Right along, Trigger.
Those trucks can't be all-terrain. They should be close to the roads.
2 minutes remaining. It's possible the group's made its way to the north of the operation area, towards Erusian territory. Time's running out. Find them.
Don't you go doing a tabloid on me.
Nickel.
Target on radar. Spotted one. On my way.
Nickel.
Spare 15, missile.
Where are the tankers?
That cheers me up. Not that I give a rat's ass. You sound like you know something. I don't just give intel away for free.
Understood. HQ sent a message. That was the last one. All aircraft return to base. Burning up all those tankers will starve their drones for a while.
I'm still alive.
Stick with Trigger and you'll make it. Worked like a charm.
If you think that's all you need to survive, you might as well get your last rites now.
Exactly, that was all dumb luck. Wait, you were in earshot, Count?
Must have been straining to hear from high altitude.
Seems you've learned nothing in the sky, Count.
Well, yeah, it's not like there's anything I can learn from Trigger. Champ went down crying like a baby. I knew he was all bark and no...
Dismissed.